Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here for Oregairu Season 2. Nope. God, I went back to my old roots. Wow, it's been a minute since I recorded the last episode, and I went back to my old roots in that time. Oregairu 2, Episode 12. So, last episode slash OVA. I'll recap the OVA a little bit. We had the date with Iroha, and then we had the wholesome moment at the end where we all took the picture together. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that, as that was more of a one-off episode kind of thing. I want to spend more time talking about episode 11, as a lot of good stuff went down in that one. We got a lot deeper insight into Hayama, and how he's using... there's a lot of things about Hayama that I have come to realize recently that I didn't realize before. While I believe at his core he is a good person, he has done some things that a lot of people would consider to be pretty shitty. He keeps Yumiko at his side to keep all the other girls away, even though he has no intention of reciprocating her feelings whatsoever. And then, if we go all the way back to the date with Orimoto, back in whatever episode that was, he brought Hikigaya along so he could then invite Yukino. I don't know if he had planned for Haruno to be there, but at least Yukino to be there so he could look good in front of them, because back, like we found out in their childhood, he was unable to help Yukino. He was unable to help her when she was getting ganged up on in elementary school. He was unable to help her, and he has forever resented himself for that fact. And so what he did was now he's trying to help Hikigaya so that he can look good in Yukino and Haruno's eye. So that is a lot of details that you guys on Patreon have specifically really helped me realize about Hayama. I still do truthfully believe that at his core he is a good person. We have seen on several occasions where, like back in episode 2 of this season, where he's making a quote-unquote selfish decision in trying to stop Tobe. He really just wants to keep their friend group alive because he loves how their friend group is. He does love and care for the people around him. He is a good guy at his core. I'm not gonna give that up. I believe he's a good guy, but to the extent that the people hold him to, like the standards people hold him to, maybe not so much. I went into that a lot more in depth in episode 11, so you can check out that reaction. We had the moment with Yukino and Hikigaya where they like looked face to face for what felt like an utter eternity. So there was that, and Yui saw that happen. A lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm excited to see how we conclude this season, as I will be finishing the last 2 episodes here in this one sitting. So without further ado, let's hop straight into Oregairu 2, episode 12. Yeah, that's right. Haruno had invited him out. No, I got it. Yep, found out her plans in the last episode because Haruno wanted to know. Oh yeah, you know what? I feel like I didn't recap episode 11 well enough. Like, we had the whole like race thing with Hayama where it was revealed that he's keeping. It's not really revealed, you could figure it out earlier on, but Hikigaya just straight up says that he's keeping Yumiko at his side to keep the other girls away. And one thing I did also miss is that at the end of the race, he calls out Yumiko and Iroha. He says, "Thank you guys for helping me," but in reality, he's just doing that to dismay the rumors about him and Yukino. He's using both of their feelings for him to dismay the rumors about him and Yukino. So there's a lot of points where you could be like, hey, that's kind of a move, but at the same time, I still am going to uphold my original theory that Hayama is truthfully a good guy. I still believe that. I still do believe that, unless something extremely jarring can somehow rip that theory away from me. I think even with some of the things he's done that could be considered, I still think he's a good guy at heart. So there was that, and there was the whole thing about getting Hayama to tell Hikigaya about what he's doing in the future, and then he also got Yukino to tell him what she's doing in the future as well. So a lot of interesting stuff there. I just feel like I didn't recap the episode well enough earlier. So you're aware. Something far more sinister. What? What? I hate that about. Oh! You can't call it genuine. It's a very good question. Hikigai has been battling those thoughts in his head for a while now. I'm gonna go back. It would appear she trusts you a fair bit. And then Hikigai says, please, I'm not the trustworthy type. Actually not trust. Something far more sinister. I was gonna say, is it because she likes him? But then the words they said after kind of made me think otherwise. Their reactions there especially were interesting. And because then Haruno says she hasn't changed one bit, and I bet she thinks that's fine. So I don't know. I don't think that's the case. Well, it's part of what makes her so adorable. I hate that about her. Man, you made Hikigai pop the lid off his coffee. Haruno's such an interesting character, man. I really want to get more of her. Like, she's been in the series a decent bit, but I mean more or less like, because she's so cagey. I feel like we very rarely see the true side of her, and she's very vague about her statements, and will never really give us a good insight onto what she's actually thinking. Even if she shows her true side to Hikigaya, it really just feels like there's so much to her we haven't seen. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. We're gonna end the season with Valentine's Day? Hayato makes it a point not to accept any V-Day chocolates. Yeah. Clingy! Oh, what are you looking to do here, Yui? Some Valentine's Day chocolates for Hikigaya? Is that the move? Damn. Oh my god. That is a blast from the past. Holy. That's going to first episode, season 1. Yeah, he's been doing that. Wait, what? That's interesting, because I thought they were walking together to the club now. Like, I thought that was, like, a tradition for them at this point. They started doing that, maybe, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's just a couple times or something, because I thought they had started doing that every time they were going to the club room. He didn't say it with a very positive voice. Ah, well... Oh! Wait, what? Damn, she got so flustered out of nowhere. Ooh. Wait, wait, okay. There's several reasons she just reacted like that. So, first up, she got flustered because Hikigaya was going to ask her... I don't know what he was going to ask her, truthfully. I don't know if he was going to fulfill that date thing they had promised, or what exactly he was going to ask her to hang out for. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I know why she reacted the way she did. One, flustered because Hikigaya was about to ask her, clearly ask her to hang out for whatever reason it might have been. And then, as well, she saw last episode them two, like, literally inches away from each other's face. Hikigaya and Yukino, like, just staring at each other's faces. She saw that. So, I'm almost certain that's what she thought of in that instance. And so I don't know if she's backing off, or I really don't know. Because Yui claimed that she is the one who's going to go after what she wants. If it involves romance, then if something she wants, she's going to go after it. She claimed that in episode of 11 of season 1, I think. So we know that's her, that's the way she strategizes about going about romance with Hikigaya. She's trying to make the moves, but this time she weirdly backed off. So whatever she saw is obviously still lingering to a pretty strong degree. So, you're just gonna... She's just started taking refuge in the club now. I'm sure it's not that you care. I wonder if... I'm very curious if Iroha was put here to, like... Obviously, like, not directly put here by anybody in the story, but put here by the author to usher along the relationship with Hikigaya, Yukino, and Yui. Usher along their relationships a little quicker, because she seems very open. She likes to talk like she likes Hayama, but it's pretty clear she likes Hikigaya. And now she's like, not that I care, but do you like sweets or anything? Like, from what we've seen in the past couple episodes, she is not exactly hiding the things she does around Hikigaya, and so I have a feeling if she's gonna, like, give him chocolates, it's gonna push Yui and Yukino to maybe do the same. I don't know about Yukino. She probably wouldn't do that, but Yui at least. I don't know. Her presence here is definitely definitely an interesting shift for the group dynamic. Don't know. Ooh, wow, we're hearing about Yukino's elementary experience. Oh, they seemed very excited to give that answer for Hikigaya. Yui especially, and then even Yukino chimed in like, yes, he loves sweets. It was weird for both of them to chime in like that. On the chocolate I'm making for courtesy. I'm sure it's a courtesy chocolate, I'm sure. Oh! Oh! And the way, man, that was really forward of Yui. That was really, really forward. I don't think she's ever been that forward in the entire series. Like, legitimately, I don't think she's ever been that forward. She's like, he'll get some, right? Like, basically declaring, I'm gonna give him some chocolates. Like, literally declaring to everybody. And Iroha was about to say, are you, like, do you have a crush on him? Komachi's. That's right, because Iroha's never met Komachi. That's funny. But, yeah, Hikigaya had to redirect that really quick before the atmosphere got kind of tense. And it seems like Yukino might be getting a bit of a clue that Yui likes Hikigaya. Just maybe, just a little bit. I don't know if I can deny that. So you don't feel like a younger girl at all. Ah. Well, yeah, that's true. When did she never told him her birthday. When the hell did he find that out? That's interesting because in the past he never knew Yukino or Yui's birthdays. He had to be told by one or the other when their birthdays were coming up, but he just knew Iroha's birthday. Oh god, Yumiko's here. Oh, Ebina's here too. Some bromance chocolate. I love Ebina. So, I'm gonna be just totally transparent. I just, like, the other day finished editing season 2, episode 2. So, I am still very much, like, in tune with what happened in that episode because I finished editing it. And so I just, like, am remembering how much I like Ebina and how much more we saw to her character during that arc. See that? I will clarify, I understand this quote here, because why would a guy give chocolate on V-Day? If you don't know how, like, Japanese Valentine's Day works, then that's going to leave a lot of viewers confused, because Japanese Valentine's Day you have V-Day, where the girls give the guy they like or their guy friends or whatever it may be chocolates, and the guy is supposed to reciprocate that on White Day. I believe White Day is in March at some point. I forget the exact day White Day is, but then the guy gives chocolates, and that's how the cycle goes. Yeah, because these two... It's just so funny how... Oh, hello, Kawasaki. Girl we've seen very little of throughout the entire series, and I've been hoping we see more of since we got introduced to her back in episode 5. I actually have. I've been really looking forward to seeing more of her character. Especially after episode 10 of this season, where she, like, was... like looking like the proudest big sister of all time. There you go. I don't know why I flipped those two words. When she was, like, taking pictures of her little sister during the event, that was so cute. So I've been wanting to see some more of Kawasaki. But what's so funny is Iroha continues to go under the premise that she likes Hayama, but it's clear that she actually likes Hikigaya. And even I did say that I think it's possible she likes both of them, but I'm leaning more towards she's just projecting her feelings of Hikigaya onto Hayama. That's kind of how I feel about the situation, at least currently. Oh god. Oh god. This room has gotten very full very quickly. Literally, what is this, like 6 girls in here, and then there's just Hikigaya at the very opposite end of the table. Oh god. You guys trying to break up the fight there?
なんか小さい子でもできるやつってない？
家事得意じゃなかったっけ？
なんか地味だから。
ちなみにどういうの作れるの？
It'd be good to find out. Why is she so embarrassed about it?
里芋の煮っころ。
Rice Krispie treats. Kids would love Rice Krispie treats. What? What? Wait, what? Why is it so bad? I still love Rice Krispie treats. What's wrong with those? Wait, what? A kid would love a Rice Krispie treat.
ほら、私全然料理できないから。
煮っころがしと寝っころがしってちょっと似てて。
フォローの仕方がおかしい。
Yeah, it's only cute to Yukino because she likes cats.
若干困りものです。
Yeah, I don't think you two are worried about the same thing.
なんていうか、やっぱりいろんなことに気を回しちゃったり。
Yeah, that does sound like her. Was that Twitch? What was that Twitch, huh?
葉山が納得できる建前っつうか、受け取らざるを得ない。
We're taking it would be the obvious. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
バレンタインつうんじゃなくて、試食してくれってことなら飛ぶ。知らんけど。
Am I right? I don't know.
いいのか、いいじゃないですか。伝統的な。で、いろんな人が雪下先輩に。
She very reluctantly wouldn't mind that.
企画書の提出を命じます。
That's interesting. Okay.
私と一緒にやりましょう。
Okay, that's both really sweet because she's like, you can work with me, Yui, but at the same time, yeah, no faith. No faith in Yui's cooking ability at all, and for good reason. There is no reason you should have faith in her cooking ability. We have figured that out very quickly. But I like this. I like this concept. I like the idea that they're just going to hold a big event and get Hayama to taste test the chocolates. Bring Saki. I don't know. I'm not gonna call her Saki. I'm gonna call her Kawasaki. Bring Kawasaki in there so she can learn how to make chocolates for her sister, and then teach Iroha. Well, Iroha said she already knows how to make chocolates. For her, they're making a scenario where she can give them to Hayama for him to try them, and Yumiko help her make them as well. So I like that. We literally solved 3 problems in like a split-second instant with one big event.
俺は料理とか作れねえぞ。
味見して感想をくれればいいのよ。
You need only taste them.
細かいとこはやっとくので、お料理教室よろしくです。
Alright, cooking class time. Oh, we're doing it with these people again, are we? He didn't expect them to show up again.
メールベースのやり取りにはログがなかった気が。なんだそれかわいいな。
So we're planning the event with these guys again.
あいつら。
行動にして向こうからも予算大きいみたいな。
Literally just using them for money.
優秀なのよね。意識す
Why is Haruno here?
ごめん遅れちゃった。今日の特別講師の
Harunon.
なんでこの人呼んじゃったの？
Yeah, she's experienced, but she might be experienced, but she's probably just not the best option to have here.
粗熱を取って。だけ？まあ基本はそうね。ちょろくない？
甘いよユリコ。
Yeah.
なんかグワーってやんの。
Oh, look at oh, her sister's adorable. Oh my god. I love that. Her little sister's actually adorable. she looks like a little mini Kawasaki.
そっか。どういうお菓子食べたい？
Eel. She's got a very advanced food palette. She wants eel, not chocolate, eel.
男性から贈り物をする方が一般的で、今回はそういうグローバリゼーションを意識した方がいい。よく考えたな。
I love hand motions guy. I love him. I absolutely love him. He is like, I got mad at them back in the arc with Iroha and the whole like setting up the Christmas event, but I think it's hilarious, this running stupid gag of him just doing like random dumb hand motions.
よく考えたな。これならみんな。
Everyone can act natural.
どこも飛べもどうでもいいんだけど、特に飛べ。
I love how Hayama just knows exactly, like Hayama knows what the everybody else is like, oh yeah, we'll have an event, I can give the chocolates to Hayama, whatever it may be, and Hayama just knows exactly what's going on. He wasn't even there for the event, and he can just tell what's going on. He's like, great idea, Hikigaya. You managed to keep everyone in a situation where they're able to act totally normal. Yudoha's over here making her chocolates.
マジで料理得意なんだな。
なんですか？口説いてるんですか？甘いものだけに甘い。
Oh my god. I'm assuming whispering sweet nothings to me would work just because I'm making sweets is sweet but naive. What? This is also, like, there's so many running gags in the show that I just love. The Totsuka running gag, the Iraha running gag, the Komachi points in my book gag. Like, all of those gags are so funny. Every time. I'm sorry, better luck next time. Oh!
先輩、こういう甘いのは嫌いですか？
引きがや、チョコのことは待ってない？ありがとう。そういえば私引きがやにあげたことあったっけ？
Oh!
いや、
あ、じゃあ今年あげるよ。
あ、そう。
Okay. Man, it's so hard to talk about her character without saying how much I dislike her. We had a decently lengthy discussion on Patreon about Orimoto, so we have talked extensively about her character. At the end of the day, I think it's respectable that she is trying to make amends with Hikigaya. I think she's doing a really job at it. Really shit job at it. And I still don't like her. I don't think that's ever going to change unless something drastic happens. But I can respect that she is trying to build rapport with him after everything that happened on their date with Hayama. I can respect it. I still don't like her. That is my current standing on her character. Maybe it'll change throughout Season 3. I don't know, but as of right now, that is my current standing, and I don't really see that changing anytime soon. Overall, though, the main reason I bring that up is because that scene there was just another example of her not being able to converse or interact with Hikigaya in a correct way at all. She does not know how to interact with him. That is blatantly clear. We've seen over and over again that she just does not know how to interact with a person like Hikigaya. Like, that could be perceived as like an innocent statement, like, did I ever give you chocolates? And then he's like, no, and she's like, well, I'll give you some this year. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how to take that, honestly. Like, there's several ways you could take her statement there, and I'm not sure which one to go with. Oh! Man. Why is she looking at Hikigaya, huh? Huh? Yukino, what exactly are we looking at Hikigaya here for? Like, why are you eyeballing Hikigaya of all things? Also, Yumiko is just getting, like, a gut punch after gut punch here, hearing that Yukino gave some to Hayama. First off, Orimoto saying that she's gonna give Hikigaya chocolates shook up Iroha, Yukino, and Yui, and then Haruno revealing that Yukino gave chocolates to Hayama just shook up things between Yukino, Hikigaya, and Yumiko. A lot of reveals here that are shaking up things. Everybody was originally acting naturally and normally, but maybe not so much anymore. This look, though, man, I said it last episode, or not last episode was the OVA. In episode 11, I truthfully believe Yukino is probably gonna win. Like, that is my current standing opinion. I just believe that that's what they've been building up to. If you want to see my extensive talk about why I think it's gonna be her, go watch episode 11. It really is only continuing with this right here, being like, why is she wary of what Hikigaya thinks of that statement? Like, normally she wouldn't care if anybody heard that. She would just blow it off as like, yeah, we were kids, I gave him some chocolates as like a friendly thing. But she made specific not eye contact, but a specific look at Hikigaya, which is suspect. You and I both got some. Look at that. He had to clarify that she gave him both to him and Haruno, so there was no misunderstandings there. Man, look at Yui sitting. Man, things are heating up all of a sudden. Things are heating up. It seems like Yui and Yukino are becoming blatantly aware of the possible feelings the other has for Hikigaya. It really feels like they're becoming more and more aware. Just in this episode alone, it feels like they've both become maybe not fully aware, but they are catching on to the hints about the feelings each other has for Hikigaya. Like Yukino earlier when Yui talked about how Hikigaya was going to get chocolates, that look she gave, and then now that look from Yui right there. Oh, and now everybody's looking over here. Yeah. Looking at you like that just makes me flustered as well. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Don't get flustered.
まだまだだね。私はボールとか調理
Oh my god, yeah. So you can...
お前は
Thank you, Yui, for smoothing out the awkwardness there. Damn, everybody's still watching them. Ugh, you can tell she's getting more and more... Yui is beginning to realize. She very clearly, like I literally just went on a whole spiel about, she's beginning to realize very blatantly the feelings that are being put on display here. This look from Haruno is very interesting as well. But that whole act of like getting flustered at each other and then knocking the bowl down and not being able to pick it up and getting more flustered. I'm glad Yui stepped in there, but I'm pretty sure she stepped in to stop them from getting closer like they were there. Man, I don't know. The things are all I can say is things are heating up very quickly in the romance department of things. Gotta get Hayama to taste test the chocolates. Totsuka! Oh, she's taking pictures of her. I love. I love how much of a doting big sister Kawasaki seems to be. Like, I don't know why I'm so fixated on her character. Maybe it's because we know borderline nothing about her. She's like one of the only characters in this series that we haven't had like a real moment with. Like, we've had moments with Yumiko now, Ebina, Tobe, all these characters. She is like one of the main like characters that we haven't really gotten a greater insight into. So I love this kind of side that they're showing us, that she is a very family-oriented girl. She seems to care very much about her younger sister here. I love this guitar tune. Shiro Meguri's here. What's she doing here? I didn't know Haratsuka was here, but I guess she is. That's fair. That's also very fair. Hikigaya, you need to go join the group. Come on! You need to go join them. Go join Yui and Yuki now. Everybody else is like hanging out with their clique and talking with everybody. You need to go join yours. Join your friends. I'll gradually understand them. That's a fair way to put it.
進んだ距離の分だけ裏切られたようにも感じるものだが、この光景を見られてよかったよ。見ていてはやれないからな。
Wow. I love that. I love that. The talking about how you're walking. You may not realize these things as you're walking along the path, but when you stop, it's when you stop and look back that you're able to see these things. And I love how she said that I'm very happy I was able to witness this happen with you. I'm very happy that I was able to witness this growth. Hiratsuka is basically us. She's been kind of on the sidelines just watching them grow as people as they continue through adolescence and become young adults. She has watched them progress continuously. And it's like she said, she's not going to be able to see them forever. Neither are we. We're going to see them for a very limited amount of time. I only got one more season left after this with these characters. And it's just, I feel like all of her words there represent very much how we, the viewer, feel. We see them for a limited time, but in this limited time, we're very thankful that we get to see them grow in the ways that they have and continue to flourish and become the people, or the people they're meant to be sounds weird, but I guess that's probably the best way to put it. Become the best versions of themselves through their experiences. Yeah, Yukino helped her, so they can't be bad. Didn't even say good or bad. Thank you, is what he said. Haruno always watching, huh? Always watching. I thought you were better than that. I love his responses he has to her retorts. Like, she comes in with all these questions and Hikigaya just spits back a response instantly. He's able to banter with Haruno very well. But interesting, she's saying that, man, okay. I love this. She's really making him question if this is what genuine means to him. She is really making him reach deep inside of himself to figure out what genuine truly means. That was the whole point of episode 8. Well, first of all, I don't really know how she knows about the whole genuine thing and how she knows that Hikigaya is searching for something genuine. The only way that she would know about that is if Yukino told her, so that's a little interesting. But the whole point of episode 8 was they began their quest for finding what genuine means to them. None of them knew. In our little service club, Hikigaya, Yukino, and Yui, none of them knew or know what genuine truthfully is, but they are on a hunt to figure it out. That was the whole point of the end of episode 8. And Haruno here is really pushing the agenda and questioning him, what is it? Is this genuine? Because she clearly doesn't believe it is. Are kinda lame. Whoa.
慣れていないからただの違和感なのだと思っていた。次第に慣れてその違和感を見逃してはくれなかった。
So, I think what she's getting at is that now that we have traversed the beginning problem with the whole drama in the beginning of the season, the friendship problems, all of that, we're now on to another problem. They both like Hikigaya. That's the next problem. I think that's what he means by she saw right through us. She sees right through that this isn't genuine. There is another underlying conflict that you guys are neglecting to admit or neglecting to respond to or acknowledge. Acknowledge, that's what I was looking for. There's another underlying conflict that they are neglecting to acknowledge altogether. They are just once again trying to keep things looking nice and prim and proper on the surface when this new underlying conflict has spurred up in this episode. They both like Hikigaya. They both know that the other likes Hikigaya. Hikigaya knows they both like him. Hikigaya is not dense, he's not stupid, he knows they both like... Maybe he's a little more iffy on Yukino, he knows Yui likes him for sure, he figured that out way earlier on in this season, or even possibly earlier in season 1, he figured that out. I think he's coming to realize Yukino likes him too. And so now this underlying conflict of, this isn't genuine. There is another underlying conflict underneath all of that you guys are not addressing, not acknowledging, and just pushing it under the rug again. They're doing it again. Exactly what they did earlier this season. Could I be wrong about that? Yes. I could very, very well be wrong about that assumption, but that seems to be what she's getting at. You call this genuine. She called them out, essentially saying this isn't genuine. She noticed that both of them like Hikigaya. She noticed that. That's what... Let me go back to the face she made. Right here. This face. She realized as clear as day they both like him. And so from here on out, that leads to this conversation here where she calls them out on not actually being genuine. Because it's not. Because now there's that underlying conflict that they refuse to acknowledge. This will be interesting how we resolve this one. Something I was trying not to think about. He has been trying to push it off for the longest time. So, maybe that sinister thing they were talking about was Yukino liking him. Maybe that sinister... Because he says right here, Yukino shita Haruno threw in my face something I was trying not to think about. And what has Hikigaya tried to avoid since the beginning of this series? He has tried to avoid Yui's feelings. He has tried to avoid them and not think about them at all costs. He figured it out very early. I truthfully believe the first time he figured out that she liked him was episode 9 of season 1. And then she almost admitted she liked him there, and then she almost admitted it again here in season 2 a couple episodes ago. I think it was episode 3 or episode 4. She admitted it again. She almost admitted it again. Hikigaya is not dumb. He's extremely smart. And I know he realized it extremely early on, and he has been trying his damn hardest to avoid thinking about it, avoid talking about it, whatever it may be, avoid acknowledging it, but it just got tossed right back in his face. I do think I'm right about that now. I was a little apprehensive earlier, but I do think I'm right about that now. I think now that we've got past the conflicts earlier this season, we've now moved on to an even bigger conflict, and it's that they both like him. That is the bigger conflict we're gonna have to deal with going forward. So, I think I'm right on that. I hope I'm not just spewing all this garbage and I'm totally off base. That would be tragic. That sinister thing is her crush on him. Whoa, what? What on earth? Oh.
こんな時間まで一体何をあなたはそういうことをしない子だと思ってあなたを信じているからいいえ私の責任私の失敗ね
今日は生徒会のイベントでそのお手伝いを
送ってくれたのねありがとうあまり遅くなるとね
She can't even bring herself to speak up at all. At all.
あなたには自分らしく自由に生きてほしい。間違った道に行ってしまうのはちゃんと説明するわ。だから今日はもう帰って。
So please leave for tonight.
彼女らしさ、俺らしさ、誰かが規定した自分をずっと持っていて、それはいつもずれている。自分たちらしくありたい。一体誰が決めたのだろう。ああ、送る。
いいの、ずるい気がするから。
Yeah, okay. That is blatantly clear. Man, they are tiptoeing around it, but yeah, that statement right there just made it clear as day. I feel like that'd be unfair of me. The whole conflict is that they both like him. So that's gonna be probably the main conflict of season 3, I would have to assume. Or maybe even the finale of this season. I want to get that scene again. I went kind of silent because I was really trying to read into what the mom was saying, but the only vibes I can get from her is that she's extremely manipulative. I could be wrong, because we've seen barely any of Yukino's mother, but she seems very manipulative of Yukino. Very manipulative. Like the way she was saying, I choose to let you live free and make your own decisions, and here you are going down this path when she was literally just out a little bit late at night. And she's like, my error in judgment. All this like, oh, woe is me shit, whatever it may be. The only thing that tells me is that she's manipulative as. That's really the only vibe I get from Yukino's mother here in this scene. Oh man, this is. And then the thing from Yui where she's like, it'd be unfair of me. God, things are. We seriously cannot have a single episode of peace. Not a single damn episode of peace. This series won't let it happen. This series will not let our characters be okay for one episode, because we went from one conflict that lasted like 6 episodes to another conflict now that is probably going to last a good chunk of the remainder of the series, if I had to guess. Okay, we all have our own personal image that's dictated by others. And then he follows this up by saying, who gets to decide who you are? One that's always off the mark. Because nobody knows the true you. Nobody knows you, except for you. Nobody can dictate who you are. Nobody should be allowed to dictate who you are, who your personal true being is. And that's kind of what he's saying here. Other people have this image in their head that they've created of you, and it's always off the mark to at least some degree. My voice like totally cut out there when I was saying that. To some degree. We wish to remain true to ourselves, but who gets to decide who we are as people?
俺たちらしさはいつもどこかで食い違っていて、なら本物は本当の俺たちはどこにいるのだろう。
With the answer he seeks still out of reach, the genuine article he craves keeps going wrong. Damn, that is a long episode title, but a really fitting and good one, to say the least. When our image never goes hand in hand with reality, where can we find something genuine? I don't know if I've ever heard a truer statement. When your image, the image people have of you, is never the reality of the situation. It's never the real you. Whatever image somebody has of you in their head, as he said, is going to be off to some degree. It's never going to be perfectly correct. And if that is the case, reality is, if the image is never in tune with reality, how can you ever find something genuine? How can you ever find your true self? Damn, I love that. I love that. That's so good. Damn. That was so good. It really feels like I'm ending like nearing the end of a series with this one. Even though it's only like season 2, it really feels like I'm getting near like the end of a series. I don't know, just the way the conflict in these episodes is set up, it really does feel like I'm getting near the end of like a series finale or a season finale. I mean, I am near a season finale, but like a series finale. Okay, that was a really, really great episode to set up the end conflict for the season finale, and what I believe is going to be the major conflict going forward as our main 3 continue to hunt for what genuine means for them, as they continue to hunt for something genuine. There's another roadblock that stands in the way, and Haruno made that blatantly clear to them. They were once again trying to push it under the rug, keep appearances up that everything is all happy, when this conflict was building in the background. Once again, and they were just going to ignore it. They did not learn from their mistakes last time. They were just going to ignore it, and it was going to build up and fester in the background until it boiled over like it did last time. They were just going to attempt to keep up appearances and fail miserably. But now it's been brought to their attention. They at this point they have acknowledged it. Haruno point blank spat it in their faces. Like they had no choice but to acknowledge what they were doing. God, that's so good. And so I have a feeling that's going to be the conflict going forward, and I am beyond excited to see how it plays out. But I think that is going to wrap it for my reaction to Oregairu 2, Episode 12. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.